Coming up in today's vlog on the Grand Union Canal. Cruising. Enjoying a pint. Well, it's on draft, so I've got to have it if it's on draft. And who ate all the pies? This may well be called Emscote Mill, but it was also known as the Navigation Mill. But for many years, this was the home of the famous fleur-de-lis pies. Hello!
Hiya!
And welcome to today's vlog. Here we are in sunny September. Who would have thought it?
Still in a t-shirt, got the good old body warmer on now.
I'm not wearing shorts, by the way, so before you ask, still got long trousers on. It is a bit chilly in the evenings.
Oh, be quiet.
And we are still stuck, albeit we are going to be going into Saltersford Arm, but not until the 1st of November when the winter moorings start. So we are having to go backwards and forwards up and down this stretch of the Grand Union.
I think we've been here since July.
July, yes, and it's now September.
The Hatton's open now, and Knoll locks.
Yeah.
And I think you can get down the Lapworth flight, but we're not going that way, and we daren't chance it. Just in case anything happens. Here we've only got the 2 Cape locks. We can go as far as Radford locks.
Yeah, which are closed.
And which aren't even going to think about opening or be assessed till the end of October?
More than likely, yes. So what's happening is we've recently had an email from Canal and River Trust. It's supposed to have been an update next Friday, but it was updated recently. And it says basically, well, we've not had a lot of water, but we realise there's still a lot of boats stuck behind all of these locks, predominantly in the West Midlands. And they are going to open up for a 2-week window at the end of October to let people get back to their winter moorings or their normal moorings if they're on a marina, to get near to services if they aren't already, and for holiday boats, i.e. the hire boats, to have the last fling, as it were, of the season, because then from the 1st of November the winter works start. And a couple of those locks that are currently closed are due to be repaired during the winter works. So it means that boaters who are currently stuck because of the low water levels will continue to be stuck until those works are completed, possibly not until the new year. So Canal and River Trust are finding some water from somewhere, puddles, drains, who knows where they're getting it from. They're going to let boats go through for 2 weeks and then close up again. Unless, of course, between now and then, we have a monumental deluge for at least a week.
It's beautiful here.
But there is no sign of it on the horizon. Not that sort of rain that is significant enough to fill reservoirs, or even half-fill reservoirs. Some of them are down 25%, or down to 25%, I should say.
We've been very lucky with local people who have helped us out with water, and there's a lady. Even took our rubbish in. She offered to take our Elsan. And the Saltersford Arm has been superb. Yeah. And we've had a great time at the Cape of Good Hope.
Yeah.
Fantastic pub, fantastic
Steve and his staff have done really well. Thank you very much for hosting us.
Yeah, and they've been absolutely great with the help that they've given us as well. So thank you to all of them.
Yep. Come and support a local business. It does rely on passing trade as well as the local trade, which thankfully is very good around here. But if you're in the area, the Cape of Good Hope, we can recommend the food and the beer. Well, it's on draft, so I've got to have it if it's on draft. Jan's just having a normal G&T.
No, it's just tonic water.
Just tonic water, oh, okay. There's no G, just a T.
Yeah.
Mrs. T. Yeah, right, okay.
And Cape Cafe.
Cape Cafe, oh
Fantastic.
Yes. Fantastic. On the main road just here. Breakfasts, woo, yes. You may have seen a social media post. Full breakfast, £7.50.
I had a small one, it was £5.50.
Anyway, today what we're going to do is the only place to get diesel on here, and the only other place that has anything remotely resembling services, is Warwickshire Narrowboats. So, because we need some diesel, we're going to amble down there today and fill up with diesel, empty the Elsan, and that's it. We've just filled it with water here. Beautiful thing about here is the Cape, there's a water point above the locks and below the locks, so you're not short of water here. We'll go and do that at Warwickshire Narrowboats, and then we're going to float past there onto the moorings opposite a mill, isn't it?
An old wharf.
An old wharf.
If we can get there, because we've no idea how busy it is
down there.
Going down here. The majority of boats, and very, very few, are Cape boats and the odd Warwickshire boat.
Yeah.
But the people are coming out for Friday to Monday, and they're doing the whole
all
of
these
the
locks.
Hatton, 21. Well, including the two here, Cape, that's 23 locks, turning round and coming back. But hey-ho,
that's
the
holiday.
Hatton is
we did it.
Yeah, Hatton is a famous flight, so maybe as long as they can have one night at a pub and have a good meal, then they're happy with it. So each to their own.
Yeah. And the hire boat companies down towards Wigrams and all that sort of area have managed to club together and get some boats up at Warwickshire, because they knew that this was the only way to go. Basically, you're at the bottom of a large flight, so chances are water levels here are going to be quite good, and they are, touch wood.
Sorry, I'm saluting a magpie.
Yeah. And so that means that hire boats can go up that way. Stratford has been closed off, but it's now back open. So there is sort of like a holiday route, maybe not for a weekend, but at least hire boaters can get out at this time of year.
And they've had the weather, so
and the weather you can't
they
grumble
seem
at
quite
this.
happy.
Anyway, we've got a few things to do, and we'll do them now.
Yay!
And here's the lovely lockkeeper's cottage, still looking magnificent. The two Cape locks, 24 and 25, will take us down 14 feet and 4 inches.
Well done.
Say again?
Well done. I thought you might have forgotten how to do it. Oh.
Taking it nice and gentle. Oh, hello. What's happening? Oh, she wants a thumbs up. Ooh, looks like I've got an audience at the next lock. Group of walkers, I think. Gongoozlers, we call them. So, I better not screw this one up, had I, Tony? No, you better not. For reasons of privacy, I didn't film anything at the next lock, and we just continued our journey. The area opposite what was Cape Boats and is now Warwickshire Narrowboats was previously an open field, offering a view of Radford Church. Then in January 2021, planning permission was granted for the Montague Road estate, a development of 121 new houses. It certainly changed the views around here. Well, no diesel here, but we did empty the cassettes. Excuse the noise, it's a bit busy. It's a working boatyard. But we've stayed here because they are expecting a diesel delivery in the next couple of days, so rather than go right to the end, well, as far as we can go, which is Radford, and then turn around and come back, which is not going to be until the end of October, we decided to stay here for a couple of nights and then we'll pull the boat back and fill up with diesel then. So we're staying here again. Well, good morning everybody. We've moved a bit from our last location outside Warwickshire Narrowboats. Used to be Cape Boats location, of course. We're just a bit further down the Grand Union towards what I call the Tesco Bend. In fact, this whole stretch between here and Leamington Spa is what I call Supermarket Mile, because it's not just Tesco. There's Lidl, Morrison's, Sainsbury's, every single supermarket you could think of, apart from possibly the high-end ones, are within a stone's throw of the canal, if they're not right at the side of it like the Tesco is here, and the Lidl where we're heading to this morning is. This area here is nice and quiet. There's a school behind us. It's great for listening to the kids playing and screaming and shouting, but it's very quiet at the weekends. A few joggers, cyclists and walkers, and obviously ducks and swans. But we've stayed here for a while now and it's time to move because the locks are all opened at Radford and beyond. Everybody's started to move in the last couple of days, so we've seen a mad flurry of boats heading this way. The Cape boats that were more temporarily at Warwickshire have moved back or are moving back over the course of the next few days, so that customers can go out for the last few weeks of October. This location, Emscote, is quite historic actually. In fact, I think you'll find most areas you go through, particularly towns and cities, have quite an historic waterfront. Even though the buildings like here may have changed and been modernised, they still have a reflection of what they used to be. And Emscote here is certainly just like any other city location with its layers of history. This may well be called Emscote Mill, but it was also known as the Navigation Mill. I'll get back to its history shortly, but for many years this was the home of the famous fleur-de-lis pies. Although they didn't start here, they were born in a pub in nearby Lowansford. The fleur-de-lis pub started out as a row of 3 15th century cottages. They began serving pies in the 1950s, with licensee Mr. Brooks making steak and kidney and chicken and mushroom pies that were also supplied to local chip shops. Due to high demand, the pie business expanded to Emscote Mill to be distributed nationwide. Today, the pub has revived its own line of pies called Lowansford Pies, continuing its pie-making tradition. Back to the fleur-de-lis pies, they were also made at the R.F. Brooks factory in Wigston, Leicestershire. In 1964, the R.F. Brooks business was sold to Avana Meat Products in South Wales, who were subsequently absorbed by Premier Foods. The factory at Emscote was purchased by Pucker Pies of Syston, Leicester, and eventually demolished in 1993. OK, so that's what happened at the end of the mill's life, but how did it start? Well, the mill was built on the north bank of the canal in 1806, originally used as a water wheel powered by the canal's excess water, but a steam engine replaced it in the 1850s before the mill was rebuilt and modernised in 1905. It was driven by electric motors from 1918, milled flour, and finally closed in 1961. It became a gelatin factory and was then converted into a pie factory before being demolished and replaced by a housing development. If you've got the odd £500,000, you could live here. Anyway, enough of all that. let's get moving. Not far to... Thank you. Not far to go today. Just a hop, skip and a jump round the corner. We're about to go over the River Avon. The aqueduct here is a Grade 2 listed structure built between 1796 and 1798. It's actually better to view it from below, but as we're in the canal, this is the best we can get. I did stop and take some footage from above. We're now coming to another aqueduct. This is the Leamington Railway Aqueduct, also called the Warwick Rail Aqueduct. A fascinating structure where a Great Western Rail line passes under the Grand Union Canal, specifically the Warwick and Knapton section, built around 1851 by contractors Peto and Betts to avoid a tunnel. It's a key piece of transport history, featuring a distinctive cast iron trough on brick piers and arches, allowing trains and boats to share the space, making it a unique landmark for walkers and boaters on the picturesque canal. Just under the bridge and round the bend, and we're at the Little Moorings. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this particular vlog, don't forget to give us a thumbs up for a like.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Every little helps.
It's totally free. And then when you have subscribed, press the bell icon.
Ding!
Thank you, Janet. And YouTube will notify you next time we upload a vlog. Thanks to all our patrons on Patreon. Thanks for all those who buy us a coffee and who support us on the channel. Take care. Happy cruising. See you next time. Bye.